So Halloween just passed, which means I technically missed my mark to make a Halloween video, but I don't care, I'm gonna do it anyway. First, real quick. Hey, what do you think? This is the costume I used, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, this is the Halloween video. Halloween's a well-known holiday that everyone celebrated for a long time. But you know what's essential to Halloween besides the candy and the weird costumes? The decorations. Yeah. And you know what's great about decorations? You can rate them on a tier list for content. So without further ado, roll the intro. You gonna roll? So I made a tier list of at least decorations that I think are cool and well known and somewhat essential. So without further ado, here we go. This is my little list. It's S to D because in my eyes there's no F tier for Halloween decorations. Specifically Halloween decorations. If we went to Christmas decorations, there would be an F tier. But we'll get there in a few months, don't you worry about it. So I have a bunch of decorations on the bottom over here. I'm not going to go in the order that they're in. I'm just going to go in the order that I want because I want to. Anyway, first up, the most important decoration in my opinion, I don't know why I'm British now. The most important decoration in my opinion is the jack-o'-lantern. If you have this on your doorstep, footstep, the stairs leading up to door, yeah, that. If you have it, you're cool, and I won't be angry at you for no reason. Anyway, jack-o'-lantern, yeah, look at them. They're right here. This little wrinkly thing, S tier. If you don't agree, that's because you're a nerd, or you've never carved pumpkins before, which, to what I said before, you're a nerd. Next. Now, if you have a jack-o'-lantern, you most likely have this other thing, which is, so these ones right here, these are like the fake ones. These are the plastic ones that at least that's what I like to say that these ones are. The picture isn't actually it's not important. So there's the jack-o'-lanterns that are the actual pumpkins that you carve yourself and then put a candle in or something to make it glow. And then there's there's like the, in my opinion, the worst the worst version of it. Plastic jack-o'-lanterns that you find at like Target for like 15 bucks. I'm guilty of owning these, but I don't really like them. I think original decaying pumpkin that is like wilted like you see in S tier is awesome. So these ones, they're okay. You have them, at least you tried a little bit. You didn't put that much effort, but you tried. They're like a solid B tier, you know? Yeah, just don't hate me for this. I don't know, plastic is lame for this decoration. Now, related to jack-o'-lanterns are these weird little lawn thingies. Show the picture on screen. They're like, they got stakes and I don't know what you call them, but I'll call them lawn decorations. They're the ones that go on the lawn, and they're just signs, usually. Metal, you flick them and they go pa-twing. Yeah, those ones. I have these as well, and they're usually pumpkins or a witch hat or a cat for some reason. I don't know, I have a cat. It's not important, but I like them. They remind me of being in kindergarten and coming home from school because Halloween was always during fucking school, those bastards. And then I would get off the bus and just run home and see a bunch of houses nearby all having these lovely little signs, and I go, ah, such delightful autumn air. And then I usually throw on my Spider-Man costume because, let's be honest, Spider-Man's fucking awesome. And then I'd go trick-or-treating. I don't know. Nostalgia goggles are on. S tier. I fucking love these things. They're so awesome. They're so good. You should get them. If you don't have them, you're stupid and you're dumb. Since we're on the topic of nostalgia, this is another decoration that I used to before it exploded. This decoration was so awesome, and when I was younger, this thing used to be massive to me. And that's this guy right here. And you might be going, Josh, what the hell am I looking at? And it's kind of a jack-o'-lantern, but it's the inflatable. And not just any kind of inflatable. The inflatable where you could see through it is usually something moving inside. There's two inflatables on this one, but we'll get to the other one in a second. Hold your horses. This inflatable, the one I had was like the carousel inflatable, where things inside would just rotate like a carousel. I liked it a lot. When I was younger, I used to punch it because it was like, is the little, you bounce back from it. It's like, ba-doink, and it was really awesome. I'm telling you, it was really cool. This hat doesn't want to stay on. This was a cool decoration. That's not the point. Anyway, this goes into S tier as well. There's a theme of pumpkins being an S tier. That's not going to change. Yeah, I like pumpkins. They're cool. What? What? Wait, you don't like pumpkins? You don't like pumpkin? You're gonna shit talk pumpkins? You sicken me. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. Sorry for the random change in the scenery. I'm sorry. This is the costume I wore this year, and it was cool and all, but this hat keeps it keeps falling off. So I think I'm just gonna switch. Give me a second. There we go. That's a bit better. I'm wearing the sweats so you don't see my yeah. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, this is the costume I was gonna wear if I went to Comic-Con. I couldn't go this year because I'm an idiot and I forgot to buy tickets early, but it's not important. So anyway, here's to show off this cool costume I got. I like it a lot. This is a callback to earlier when I said Spider-Man's cool. Moving on, back to the decoration tier list. Next decoration we have on this tier list is one that I actually don't see quite often as much anymore as I used to, but that just might be me personally. I don't know about you guys. It's just lights in general. This thing right here, like almost like Christmas lights, but orange or sometimes purple, and then green if you're weird and like disgusting. But yeah, just lights in general. I think lights are always welcome in my eyes, especially more Christmas time. But even if it's Halloween, it's fall. You know, you just got over summer. Stuff gets darker more quickly because that. Why not? And daylight savings makes it like 10 times worse. But that's like a little bit after Halloween. When it gets dark out, I get sad, and I don't like that. So lights are cool. Yeah. Now, they're not the most spooky and Halloween themed kind of things usually, in my opinion, but they're cool. You know, they're all right. They're like a solid A tier. You know, they're nice. That's about it. Now, this next decoration I'm about to mention, this one scarred me as a kid. I used to have some serious beef with these decorations. I was like, bring it, you want to fucking tussle? We'll tussle. Anyway, that would be animatronics. Yeah, that's right. If me, the editor in the future, put Freddy Fazbear there, I'm funny. What can I say? Yeah, animatronics. Specifically, killer clown ones, which this one's a little bit cut off, but it's a killer clown. I'm sure I'll put more photos of animatronics like that. There's always the Jason one, the Michael Myers one, the really stupid, grotesque ones that aren't from anything. They're cool. Now that I'm 21, I'm a big boy. I'm a big year old. I think they're cool. I can handle it. My friend James has like a yard filled with these things, all animatronics. And earlier today, I hung out with him and he turned them on. And I was too scared to walk to my car to drive home after leaving his house because they still scare me. But I told you this, and I'm vulnerable to you because you're cool. And I know you wouldn't tell anyone else about this. Anyways, they're stinky. Like, actually, if you go near one of these things, they always smell like either an old lady or a warehouse, or sometimes both. But like, again, they're very Halloween-esque. I don't know why I partially hate these things. A tier. They get the job done. These little witch head things, they're also technically animatronics. They're just usually just a head, and always near the fucking candy when you go to grab it, and then they're like, and you're like, ah! Yeah, that happens a lot. They're neat to some degree, but also fuck off, I want my candy. So I'd be okay if I never saw these again. I mean, I don't trick or treat. I'm a grown ass man now. If I see those like around my neighborhood, I'm like, fuck that person in particular. C tier. I'm rating something based on trick-or-treating, and I haven't done that in God knows how long. Now, this next decoration, only the coolest houses have, which kind of will show you where on the tier list is probably going to be just by saying that, but smoke. Smoke. In particular, ones that have, like, just enough where it's, like, not everywhere, and, like, you can still see the other decorations. Just smoke in general. It's cool. It was awesome, and I don't know, walking up, it always felt like, oh my god, this is it. This is what Halloween's all about. This is spooky. This is fall. It was always the coolest thing ever. I think you gotta put a lot of effort. You gotta put a lot of effort into maintaining the smoke to be like that throughout the night, and I appreciate it. Almost every single house that had one of these, some stupid kid would find the smoke thing and find a way to trip on it. It almost always happened. My family did it one year, and a lot of kids just find the smoke machine, just kick the shit out of it. I don't know what that is. But anyways, because of the hard effort and because of how cool it looks, S tier. Amazing decoration. We need more of these. More. We're almost there. Just bear with me. Spiders. Even though I'm Spider-Man right now, and I love Spider-Man, he's my favorite superhero, I have arachnophobia. I hate spiders.
Spiders, they want me to tap dance. I don't want to tap dance.
You tell those spiders wrong.
Yeah, I don't like spiders. Spiders are 8-legged, creepy, fuzzy things, and no, thank you. You could stay on the Spider-Man chest, and that's it. Now, spider decorations, on the other hand, I also don't like them. But the ones I'm talking about that I really don't like in particular are the animatronic spiders. Now, these ones, this one here reminds me of the animatronic spider that one of my neighbors used to have. But these ones in general, the big spiders that you see everywhere, the big motherfuckers that are usually on the side of the house or something, but I'm including the animatronic ones, I don't like them. They're kind of cool, but they also, every time I see them, make me go, I'm never going to Australia, because I'm pretty sure they're that big there. My fear is perfectly sane and normal. They have so many eyes, it's scary, and their webs in, like, you know, it's like early morning in like the summer or spring, and you're walking through like your garage, and then you walk through a spider web. Is that not the worst feeling in the world? And then you're thinking, oh my god, what if a spider was connected to that spider web? Get it off me, get it off, it's in my skin, I gotta get it off. I was getting off topic. The decoration of the big spider,
it's scary. It's very scary. It's scary, but I guess Halloween is supposed to be scary.
I guess it's supposed to be scary. I don't know. I don't like them, but they get the job done. I'm saying this just so I don't get hate comments. It's like a solid B tier. It's up there with the plastic pumpkins. Like, if you don't have it, I'm not gonna be like, oh no, oh bother. But I don't want to see them. I do not want to see the fucking spiders. Thank you very much. Next up, we have the web spider things. These are like the spiders that are plastic and about this big, and the webbing. The fake webbing is cool to some degree, but again, I hate it. Now, my mom, when I was growing up, was really cool and would decorate the inside of the house as well as the outside. So the inside would be filled with the spider webs, the fake ones, which I would always get stuck in somehow. I'm a bit of an idiot, but it's not important. My main memory of this is when we would set up the webbing, that my fingernails would always get caught on the webbing, and it just felt terrible, and I hated it, and it wasn't fun. But if we look besides that, and just any house that has this on the outside was a cool house in my opinion. As much as it sucks setting up, that makes me appreciate it more, because you have to deal with touching that stupid shit and like spreading it out. It was terrible, but afterwards it did look cool. If you had the fake webbing, it was cool. And if you had the little tiny spiders, it was even cooler, even though I still hate spiders. But yeah, they were cool. So that being said, this is a solid A tier. I almost said B tier. It's A tier. This is an A tier decoration. It's amazing. Almost the definition of Halloween in my opinion. But now, notice I said almost the definition of Halloween. The real Halloween decoration, besides jack-o'-lanterns that I think are fucking awesome, skeletons. Skeletons are so cool. Specifically skeletons that don't have eyeballs. If they have eyeballs, it kind of ruins it for me. But I combine them anyways. You know, I consider them one entire decoration. Skeletons. Anything skeleton related, they're cool. But the coolest one that I've only seen recently, but in general they're just cool, are these really massive ones crawling out of the ground. A few of my neighbors have this one now, and I saw it the other day. I don't know what it was. Something about it just filled me with joy. I like seeing this huge, disgusting creature going, climbing out of the ground. That is awesome. I also liked when I was younger, they used to have gravestones, and then little tiny like skeleton feet popping out, or like a skeleton crawling out of the ground like, I like that. I don't know. Skeletons are cool. They're little bone guys, you know? Little xylophone on that thing. Anytime I see a skeleton, I think mainly because Undertale ruined this for me, I just imagine they go talk like, yeah, yes, I'm a skeleton, yeah. I don't know. It's awesome. Skeletons are so cool. S tier. S tier. S tier, S tier, S tier. Always. Now, another decoration that I remember when growing up that I don't really see much of anymore. I mean, a few people have it, like a few really cool people have it, but it was this one decoration that, and yeah, it's just one. It's technically an inflatable, but we have two inflatables left. But this one has a special place in my heart because it's SpongeBob.
I'm SpongeBob.
I like SpongeBob. He's cool. SpongeBob's he's a sponge named Bob. but with a fucking witch hat on. That's so awesome. I don't know. They always had this one in my neighborhood growing up. And so, yeah, I just had to include it because it's a part of my childhood. And now you have to know about it, bitch. So anyways, this one is solid A tier. It's not S tier, because it kind of looks like shit, but it's awesome. I love it. SpongeBob, he's got a witch hat. I've already said this. You get the point. Now for the last inflatable that we have on this list, it's just any other inflatable that doesn't have a spinny rotating thing on it, and it's usually just Michael Myers. That's it. Maybe sometimes a witch. It's usually just Michael Myers. I don't know why there's so many inflatables of Michael Myers. And it's not just like a life-size one. It's like 15 fucking feet. It's massive. It is huge. You walk up to the house and you're like, wow, that's definitely not how big he was. It's so big, it's not scary. It's cool. Inflatables are cool. Massive things are cool. Size doesn't matter though, kids. And remember that. And for that specific reason, this will be the first one to go in D tier. And the D stands for decoration. And now for the final decoration. The final one we have on this list is one that's, I think everyone has seen this. Almost everyone has this one. It's almost what every store has for decorations when they're setting up for Halloween. It's the first thing they show, at least from what I know. And that is anything witch related. Hat, the weird little stocking and curled shoe things. Yeah, it's just anything witch related. It's alright, you know. If a house was trying not to be too scary and more cutesy, they most likely had the witch hat next to like the candy bowl and the witch legs popping out of the ground. That house would be my house because my parents didn't like scaring anyone, even though it's kind of funny. Whatever. They're cool. They're alright. Every school had it too whenever you go into school for Halloween and they're like, oh, trick-or-treating and stuff. Oh, so silly, so scary, so spooky. Here's a witch hat. I mean, it's like, it's alright. You know, I look at it and I'm like, it's no fucking skeleton, but okay. Yeah. They're cool. In general, they're C tier. They're no D tier, but they're C tier. Everyone had them. It's not a special place in my heart, but it's in there, I guess. Maybe not the heart, maybe like the lungs. It's in my lungs. But yeah. So anyways, that was my ranking of not every single decoration for Halloween, but the ones that, you know, I think are most notable and cool. Yeah. I hope you agree, and if you don't, you're just wrong and stupid, and you probably smell bad. Nerd. Weirdo. Yeah. So in case you didn't realize, this entire video is just an excuse for me to wear my Wirt costume and my Spider-Man costume, and to talk about Halloween. Yeah. Yeah, that's about all I had to talk about this time, and yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you very soon in another video. And now, for the screen to fade to black. There we go. Bye-bye. Have a good one. There's definitely no jump scare at all. Sayonara. Goodbye.
I'm SpongeBob.
I bet I got you. I got you, you son of a bitch. Fucking not believe this guy. I'm never going to Australia because I'm pretty sure that, if I don't remember, add the clip of Ron from Harry Potter saying, I don't like spiders. Oh, I don't like spiders. Anyway.